Hopefully you'll never be arrested for driving under the influence, but do you know what to do if you are? Hi, I'm Simon Dippenaar and I'm going to give you 3 very important tips. The President recently announced a move from Alert Level 3 to Alert Level 1 of the lockdown. While the total alcohol ban was lifted a few weeks ago, bottle stores were closed at weekends and bars closed at 9 p.m. because of the 10 p.m. curfew. Together, these restrictions have the effect of reducing alcohol consumption. It's inevitable that we'll now see more arrests for driving under the influence as bars stay open longer and alcohol can be purchased by off consumption at weekends. As always, our advice is don't drink and drive. But if you do find yourself behind the wheel of a car after consuming alcohol and you are arrested for DUI, here are 3 things you need to know. Don't resist. Whatever you do, don't put up a fight. Don't resist arrest or refuse a breathalyzer test. Stay calm and be polite at all times. Do whatever the police officer asks you to do. Avoid making jokes or answering back. You'll only make the situation worse. Make a mental note of this now so you remember the information when you need it. Admit nothing. Don't volunteer information. Don't say, but officer, I only had 1 drink. This is tantamount to an admission of guilt. You're only obliged to give your name, address, and ID number. Don't answer questions without an attorney present. Call a bail lawyer. Most importantly, call your lawyer. Call me and I'll come to your assistance 24/7. I have an excellent track record in securing bail, but be aware you may be kept in a cell overnight to sober up. It will depend on the time of night you are arrested, how drunk you are, and the mood of the station commander. What happens next? When you are released from custody, you will be given a court date. It will probably be postponed, so be prepared for a long wait. It can take months before your case will be heard. Here are a few other factors to bear in mind before you drink and drive. Don't judge your level of inebriation by someone else's. Everyone processes alcohol differently. Keep a breathalyzer in your car. It's not a perfect measure, but if it says you are over the limit, call a friend, call a taxi. Just don't drive home. The other thing I want to stress is don't take the risk just because you only have to go a short distance on back roads to get home. There may not be roadblocks, but imagine your neighbor has the same idea. They are drunk and they crash into you. If they are killed, even if they cause the accident, you will be culpable for their death by virtue of being over the limit. Is it really worth the risk? If you are arrested for driving under the influence, you can contact me on 076 116 0623. Save my number, but better be safe than sorry.